He kissed her, not by mistake, not by accident. He knew exactly what he was doing, and I was waiting for him at home like a fool. My name is Emily Blakey, and the night my world shattered, I was sitting at home with dinner on the table, completely unaware that the man I loved was outside kissing another woman. I didn't know that a single kiss could destroy for years of marriage. But betrayal has a way of turning your entire life upside down within seconds. Before everything fell apart, my marriage looked perfect from the outside. We laughed, we shared dreams, and we promised to be each other's forever. Daniel wasn't just my husband, he was my best friend. The person I trusted the most, the man I believed would never hurt me. We met in a bookstore. He smiled at me like I was someone he had been waiting for. That smile became the beginning of everything. And eventually, the beginning of my heartbreak. In the early years, love felt warm and effortless. Morning kisses, weekend adventures, shared secrets, comforting hugs. It felt like we were unbreakable. But the truth is, relationships don't break suddenly. They crack quietly, softly, silently, and I ignored every single sign. Daniel started changing. Late-night meetings, hidden messages, a new cologne, and a phone he never left around me. I felt something slipping, but I didn't know what. Every time I asked, he said the same thing. Just work stress. And I trusted him, because that's what love teaches you: trust first, question later. One Friday evening, the night everything changed, I cooked his favorite meal, chicken Alfredo, garlic bread. The dessert he loved. I wanted us to feel close again. When I texted him that dinner was ready, he replied instantly, "Late meeting." Don't wait up. But my heart whispered that something wasn't right. Hours passed, the food grew cold, the candle melted away. And my hope slowly faded with it. At 10:47 p.m., with trembling hands, I opened our shared location app. He wasn't at work. He wasn't anywhere near his office. He was at Riverside Park. My heart dropped so violently I could barely breathe. Why would he be at a dark, quiet park so late at night? I grabbed my keys and drove through the rain. I reached the park and parked behind the trees, hidden, shaking, terrified. I didn't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I saw. Daniel was sitting on a bench under a dim lamp, with a woman standing in front of him. She was beautiful, almost unreal. She leaned toward him, her hand brushed his cheek. His fingers rested on her waist. And he didn't pull away, not even for a second. Then it happened. He kissed her, slowly, intentionally, like she was someone he cared about deeply. My world broke in that single moment. I sat frozen in my car, tears blurred everything. The man I loved was kissing someone else while I was home waiting for him. I didn't confront them, I didn't scream. I didn't cause a scene, I simply drove home shaking, silent, broken. When he walked in at 12:56 a.m., he pretended nothing happened. "You're awake?" he asked casually, as if he didn't just destroy me hours earlier. I looked at him and asked softly, "Where were you?" He lied immediately. "At work." The lie came so easily, I felt sick. "I saw you," I whispered. "At the park." His entire face changed. The truth finally reached him. He couldn't deny it. He sat down and admitted everything. Her name was Lana, a co-worker he got too close to. Someone he connected with. Someone he chose over me. "It wasn't supposed to happen," he said. "It just did." But people don't accidentally cheat for months. They choose to. I asked him the question I already knew the answer to. "Do you love her?" His silence told me everything. That night, after he slept on the couch, I broke down in the bathroom. I cried until my reflection didn't even look like me anymore. Pain changes you. Betrayal destroys the parts you thought were unbreakable. And that night, I realized I couldn't stay. By morning, I packed a small bag, not because I was running away, but because I was choosing myself for the first time in years. When he saw the bag, he panicked. "Emily, are you leaving?" I looked at him and said, "You didn't leave me a choice." He begged, he cried, he promised to fix everything. But broken trust is not glue. You can't repair something that's shattered beyond recognition. I walked out of the house without looking back. Every step hurt, but staying would have hurt even more. Healing wasn't easy, it was painful, slow. Some nights I couldn't sleep. Some days I felt empty, but I kept going. I went to therapy. I started journaling. I spent time with my sister. I relearned how to breathe without breaking. Slowly, the pain faded, the tears stopped, the anger softened. And in the silence, I found someone I had forgotten, myself. 2 months later, he asked to meet. For closure, I agreed. He looked lost, like a man who finally realized what he threw away. "I miss you," he said, but this time, his words didn't move me. I wasn't the same woman he broke. "You didn't lose me the day you kissed her," I told him. "You lost me the day you stopped choosing me." He apologized, but apologies don't erase memories. They don't erase betrayal. They don't erase tears. I walked away again, this time stronger, calmer, and certain that I deserved better than half-love and hidden lies. 1 year later, I'm not broken anymore. I smile genuinely. I sleep peacefully. I live freely. I love myself again. And when I think back to that night, the night he kissed her while I was waiting at home, I don't feel pain. I feel gratitude, because that moment freed me from a love that was dying silently. Sometimes heartbreak isn't a punishment. It's a doorway, a new beginning wearing the mask of pain. If someone betrayed you, remember this. Your worth doesn't decrease because someone failed to value you. You deserve loyalty. You deserve honesty. You deserve love that chooses you every single day.